Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Sean Green Show. My name is Sean Green. Again, I apologize. Usually I do this in the morning, but I had a lot of errands I had to run this morning and everything. Plus I had a wound care appointment and everything for my legs. Hey, I got hurt again. I got hurt again by a patient at work at the hospital. But hey, enough of all that. Let me tell you on the podcast. Hey, remember when Russell Westbrook basically announced retirement? Basically, he had two contract offers, right? Two contract offers basically, and he turned them down. Turned them down. He had one with the Sacramento Kings, which they did wanted to bring him back. Now, according to reports, he's coming out now, want to bring him back, but he declined it. Why? Because he didn't want to play a reduced role. He didn't want to come off the bench. He would come off the bench. Then the Washington Wizards, right, wanted to bring him on. They was going to offer him a 2-year contract, which is good. But again, it required him to come off the bench, and basically he did not want to come off the bench. So he ended those contract negotiations and said, "F it, he's had to retire." I understand why he declined it, both offers, because both offers he would have came off the bench. Both roles he would have came off the bench. And he wants to start. I'll be honest with you, I like Russell Westbrook. He's getting old. You're not good enough. Basically, you have to get that point to where I got not good enough. Let me word it, I apologize. He ain't that good, basically, to lead a team to a championship. He's not. To a playoff, no. Look what he did with Sacramento Kings. Last season. For real. I mean, he was putting up good numbers, yes, but look how well they played. Look how well they played. Look how well the team was. Because when you're point guard, you're basically the floor general, and the offense was just bad. Even though he was putting up decent numbers. Hey, he's getting old. Also, that pride kicked in of him coming off the bench. He didn't want to come off the bench. He sees himself better than point guards when they came off the bench for real, and he didn't really want to do it. I understand. You've been in the league for many, many years, man, and you want to come up the bench. I'm gonna come up the bench for this dude, which I understand. But hey, you gotta realize now he's getting old. He's getting old. He ain't that same player as he used to be, for real. He's not. I mean, he really isn't. There's one thing I've always said this: you can never be Father Time, man. And that's the damn truth. You can't be Father Time, basically. I mean, I would have loved to see him come off the bench for the Washington Wizards. He would have been perfect off the bench for the Washington Wizards. He would have been perfect running that second unit. But again, that pride kicked in, man, for real. Just imagine if he would have said yes and came off the bench for the Washington Wizards. Oh my God, for real. That would have been good. That would, on paper, you could say Washington Wizards was going to be in the playoffs. If he would have did that, if he would have come off the bench, backing up Trae Young. That would have been perfect, but hey, he sees himself better than Trae Young, which honestly I would say right now, no. In his prime, oh hell yeah. What's the prime? Hell yeah. But right now, no. For real. Hey, sometimes, man, for real, if you love the game that much, sometimes you gotta put pride aside, man. And he wasn't really willingly to do that, for real. Put that pride aside. So now, hey. He's retired. He retired. He's retired. Done. He get to watch from the sidelines. Maybe he could be analyst or something for real. But sometimes, man, you gotta put that pride to the side. And basically, he wasn't really willing. Basically, went out to do that for real, which basically kind of sucks. But hey, now everybody for the bench. Also in other NBA news, this dude is still a free agent. Jonathan Kuminga. And man, he's still free agent because of one main thing. The teams that want to sign him. You got the Lakers want to sign him, Milwaukee want to sign him, and Minnesota Timberwolves want him. But here's the reason. Here's the holdup. How much money he wants. All the teams that I mentioned that want to sign Jonathan Kuminga basically want to give him the league, basically give the veteran minimum. The veteran minimum, which he does not want. Which he does not want. Honestly, he wants that max, which he's not going to get, especially at this point where you got training camp literally right around the corner. I think training camp starts the middle of September, if I'm not mistaken, in September. I believe training camp starts in September, right? But he did. But hey, he wants the bag. He's not going to get it if he wants to play basketball this upcoming season. He's going to probably have to take probably less than he wants. If I was him, sign a year contract, take that less. What you would take that less money, basically, and get your stock up, right? Get that stock up for real. Buckle down, play hard, and get that stock up for real. Because no one's going to give him the contract he wants. Nobody has. Especially last year, he didn't play all that much last season. Period. Anyway, so teams are still skeptical and give him all that money. Good for real. But if he shut the hell up, take that less money and play this year out, and actually put some damn good numbers, who knows? Next offseason, he might get the money he wants. He just might. But hey, this John Kuminga we're talking about here for real, man. You did Kuminga here. I mean, who knows what's going to happen to him? I'll definitely keep posted. Another player who's still a free agent, who knows where he's going to sign, basically, is DeMar DeRozan. You got Cleveland want him, Denver want him, Miami want him, Toronto want him, and Washington want him. For real, honestly, in my personal opinion, I would love to see him either with Miami or Toronto. Mainly Miami. Honestly, man, for real. Who knows where DeRozan going to sign next? Who knows, basically. But anyway, he signs. He's coming off the bench. For real, honestly, he is coming off the bench. He's turning 37 years old, basically. Yeah, he doesn't get up there in age, but DeRozan can still put up numbers and still come off the bench for somebody. For real. He can really help out Miami, which Miami right now don't got a bench because you gave up a lot of your bench players, basically, and a couple of key role players for your starting unit to get Giannis. So right now you don't got a bench, and you can use DeRozan you use DeRozan on your bench. Real talk, honestly, for real. Cleveland, man, Cleveland used somebody to come off the bench, and for some unknown reason, here it is. We're in August. It's August 19th, right? August is almost over. Y'all still ain't signed James Harden yet. What's going on? Y'all still ain't signed James Harden yet. I'm just saying, for real. You still ain't signed James Harden yet. Honestly, for real. Man, honestly, for real. I know what's going up there. Oh, speaking of James Harden, right? You sure got a list of players basically are still free agents. You got Jalen Duren, still a free agent. Because this dude, he's arguing basically with the Pistons. He wants a max, like I said past podcasts ago. He wants a max contract. He wants all that damn money. He wants basically more money than Wemby's getting, and he's not worth it. And the Pistons don't want to give it to him, especially the way he played in the playoffs. The Pistons don't want to give it to him the way I don't freaking blame him. James Harden, as I said earlier, is still a free agent. Peyton Watson is still a free agent. Benedict Mathurin is still a free agent. Jonathan Kuminga I talked about. DeMar DeRozan talked about. Bruce Brown is still a free agent. Kelly Olynyk is still a free agent. Kevin Love is still a free agent. I'm shocked Kevin Love is still available. Seth Curry is still available. Wow. I'm shocked Seth Curry is still available. No what, man? I'm shocked nobody picked him up. Stephen Curry's brother, man, for real. I'm surprised nobody didn't pick him up, man, for real. I'm kind of shocked, man. I know he's not as good as his brother, but still, he's a good shooter coming off the bench. I know he was inconsistent last year. Some of his numbers did drop. Honestly, it did. His 3-point shot ain't what he used to be. It really isn't. But still, there was some games last season when Seth Curry did put up some good numbers. Hey, I'm hoping somebody will sign him. Will sign him by training camp. So I hope someone does. But hey, you never know for real. But hey, honestly, you never know, man. For real, man. You never know, man. For real. You know, man. For real. Also, this upcoming NBA season, man. For real, I'll be honest with you, it's going to be a historic storyline NBA season. For real, honestly. Because you got a number of players coming back from season-long injuries, man. Season-long injuries. Like, for instance, Kyrie Irving coming back for ACL. He's going to be balling. He's going to be balling out, man. Then you got Fred VanVleet. Y'all forgot about him. Fred VanVleet. He's coming back from ACL. A lot of y'all forgot about Fred VanVleet, for real. And I know Rockets are happy to have him back, for real. But have him back for real, man. For real. Because Rockets could use him last season. Again, I didn't use them last season. For real, I still don't know. I still understand why the Rockets didn't sign Chris Paul on the veteran minimum last season because if Chris Paul was with the Rockets, who knows how far the Rockets would win the playoffs? Who knows? If Chris Paul was there, I'll still say this also. It was going off topic. I apologize. I'll say this. I'll say this to anybody in the world. I'll still say this to this day. The biggest mistake the Spurs ever made last offseason was not re-signing Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul was still with the San Antonio Spurs. Remember, Chris Paul might come off the bench for real. If he was still there, maybe the Spurs would have won the NBA Finals. I'm a Knicks fan saying this. Because remember, the Spurs blew double-digit leads in every single damn game. That's basically lack of leadership, man. For real, they needed that veteran presence. If he would have been there, who knows what would have happened? Who knows what would have happened? For real, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying for real. Even though the Spurs this year they got Tobias Harris. Hopefully that does work out. We'll see that does work out. Honestly, who knows? Who knows for real? But hey, we will see, man. I still say whatnot. They need some veteran presence in that locker room. Even though you got Pop always there, I'm talking to him. Also you got Tim Duncan there for real. But still, you need that veteran presence on that court, man. For real, honestly, man. Because trust me, it hurt last season. I know the Spurs were hurting. I know it was hurting when my Knicks beat. I know the Spurs were hurting when my Knicks beat. I know it was hurting. For real, because you know what sucks? I'll say what sucks. That you was right there, and you right there and slip. I always say this for real. Some people may disagree with me. I would rather get blown the hell out than lose the games the way the Spurs lost. Because that will eat you alive the entire offseason. It will eat you and eat you and eat you. For real. Especially since you blew double-digit leads. And that game with OG Anunoby with that tip-in. That hurts. That hurts head. It hurts head. Trust me, it hurts head. Hard. It hurts hard. Especially the way the Knicks were celebrating with the parade and everything. That's hurting head right here, man. For real. Trust me. I'm gonna go back on. Also, Therese Halliburton, he's coming back from an Achilles injury. Now he's gonna ball the hell out. He took a whole season off. Don't blame him. He's gonna come back fresh. I keep telling everybody, watch out for Indiana Pacers. Remember, this past offseason, they did not lose a single solitary player. All he did was added for real. So watch out for the Pacers this year. The Pacers could be a problem this year for real. I'm just saying because they didn't lose a single player during the offseason. Not one single player. You also got Damian Lillard coming back. Oh, man, Damian Lillard's going to be a problem. Because remember, the Portland Trailblazers, they made the playoffs last year. Even though they made the play-in, but they made it. Without Damian Lillard, just imagine if they keep playing the same way with Damian Lillard. Only thing I did not like, I will say this, and I blame the owner for this, as my personal opinion, you should have kept that coach. That coach, he did a damn good job. And that's a positive for Portland basically Trailblazers to make the NBA play as a plan. That right there is a positive. You should have kept him. He was a damn good coach, but you didn't. Let's see how that worked out. Oh, also, the Portland's owner, he's also causing problems when I'm talking about I want to move the team out of Portland. I mean, I know Portland's not that desirable of a city. Yes, it's a poor city. It's being a hard time. Yes, it is. But that team is the fans. That team has a loyal fan base. Everybody, the fans love. They come to those games. They really do. And people in that city love it. Love that team for real. I don't want to see the Portland Trailblazers leave Portland. I really don't. But the owner is very adamant. Either give us a new stadium or we leave. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go for real? Honestly. Where would you go for real? I mean, come on. Where in the United States would you go? Let's be honest here for real. You can't say Seattle, but now because right now your owner's bidding one now for Seattle basketball team, also Las Vegas basketball team. That's the bidding war right there. Where are you gonna go? For real, I say it should stay. Stay their ass right there in Portland. Honestly, for real. Also, again. where you gonna go? Honestly, I'm just saying, man. I don't like the new owner of the Portland Trail Blazers. He's being an a-hole. That's just me. That's me. Excuse my French, man, for real. But I don't really like what he's doing, man. I really don't like what he's doing, man. Honestly, I'm just saying, I really don't like what he's doing. Honestly, man. Also, the other NBA news. This is why I gotta say I understand why certain NBA owners don't want their players basically to commit to other basketball league and do stuff like, for instance, you know how you got some international basketball players, they go to that FIBA tournament that they got out there in Europe. You guys understand why owners don't want some of the star players doing that, because you can get hurt. Like for instance, Isaiah Hartenstein basically suffered an ankle injury. Basically, he had no choice but to miss the FIBA tournament for his team Germany. According to reports, he should be healthy enough to play whatnot in the season opener. He should be healthy enough. Basically, play the season opener. That's his goal. He's gonna stop. He's gonna stop. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna get healthy, and recover whatnot for the season opener, whatnot for the Oklahoma City Thunder, for real. But again, I understand why. This is one of the reasons why NBA owners don't want their players to commit into these tournaments. I understand why, because you don't want your player to get hurt, especially him, Isaiah Hartenstein, which the Thunder need him. You need him, especially against Wemby and the Spurs, whatnot. For real, you need him. And he got hurt. Lucky it's a mild ankle injury. Thank God, and he should be available. He should be available basically for season opener. He should. Keyword should be. Anything can happen, for real. But again, this is why they don't want their players to commit to these type of tournaments, man. For real. Hey, this is why, man. Honestly, man, for real. Y'all remember remember how Paul George got hurt? Ooh. To this day, man. To this day, I still cringe. Man. That's why I can't watch that video. It's like, damn. Trust me, was he some gruesome? Watch that video. Another reason why they don't want their players basically to commit to these type of tournaments. They really don't, man. Honestly, man. Also, more other NBA news I want to bring out basically. It's basically what Tyrese Maxey said. I'm starting to like Tyrese Maxey more on Philadelphia 76ers. I like what he said. I posted this earlier on my YouTube Shorts and also on my TikTok account, Sean Green 80, right? Also Instagram account. This is what Tyrese Maxey said. I'm gonna say it for Ben, and when I want to get in trouble. He said it's Tyrese Maxey on the 76ers with Lloyd Star Power. We can't have nobody on this team can have an ego. We have two guys that have won regular season MVPs. Two guys have won final MVPs. Multiple gold medal winners on this team. Multiple 25-plus points per game All-Stars, and All-NBA. He's right. The stars they got on this freaking squad, I mean, Jesus freaking Christ. It's loaded. It is. And it does come with egos. You got egos, LeBron James, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, Maxey. Hey, it's going to come with egos when you have this many stars. It really is. It's going to come with egos. Dudes saying, I want the ball, this. For real. It's going to come with loaded egos, but he's right. For the Celtics to succeed, it's one of the things they must have. Y'all can't have egos on that squad. I'm sitting curious. I can't wait for the NBA season starts. How is the coach going to manage all these players, all these ego players? Who's going to be the main person getting the ball? Who's going to be the main person getting most points? Everything. You know that's going to be a problem. You know what that is. You know Jaylen Brown needs a ball. LeBron James needs a ball. You know, needs a ball. Embiid's going to be Embiid. Tyrese Maxey going to be Tyrese Maxey. He really is. Yeah, for real. But trust me, it's going to be a battle basically when on that squad for basically who's going to be the main person with the ball. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge ego problem. But I will say this: I don't care what anybody says. The success of the Philadelphia 76ers depends on the health of Joel Embiid. It really does. Depends upon his damn health, for real. If he have a somewhat healthy season, I see the Spurs. I see Sixers doing things for real. But I will say this: you still have to go through my Knicks. You still have to go through my Knicks, even though I'm a Knicks fan. I'm kind of scared right now because again we have heard nothing about McBride's extension issues. He ain't resigned yet. Karl-Anthony Towns didn't resign yet. and Josh Hart didn't get an extension yet. Those three dudes didn't get an extension yet. I'm like, damn. Especially because they talent, I'm kind of worried now, for real. For real, I'm worried, but not for now, but for next season. Next offseason, I apologize. Next offseason, for real, I'm kind of worried now, but hey, hopefully get something done during the season, for real. Hope we get something done during the season, for real, honestly, man. Hope we get something done, for real. Also, also bring up one on some Major League Baseball news, man, for real. Jorge Polanco, basically, right? First base for the Mets. He's done for the season. Left ankle. He's going to have surgery on his left ankle. You know what? I'm gonna say this about Polanco. He's been a bust for the New York Mets. He's been a bust for the New York Mets. This season he's batting 148 with a 431 OPS. He's been a bust for the New York Mets. He really has. I know when the Mets signed him, he was supposed to be that replacement for Pete Alonso, and he hasn't done shit. Excuse my language, but it's true. He really hasn't done shit. Yes, he's been hurt majority of the season. He really has. Been hurt majority of the season. He really has. And he ain't done a damn thing, for real. He really hasn't. The times when he did play, he ain't done a damn thing. I mean, this has been a bust of the season for New York Mets. Even though, amazingly, Mets do got a slight sliver of a chance of making the playoffs. A slight sliver of a chance. I mean, it's basically really a small window, for real. The Mets right now are still like about 11 games back for the wild card, basically right now. 11 games back. They were actually 10 games back, basically. They were 10 games back, but with that loss they had last night to the Padres, now it's 11. For real. But for the Mets to make the playoffs, they really got to start playing better baseball and better baseball. And you want to catch that last wild card spot. They actually can. But it's like a slim, like a slim chance. Damn. It's like they gotta go like what? I think it was 29-8 the rest of the way? 29-8. And then you gotta hope. You gotta hope. The Padres try to do good because they're going to get the last wild card spot. I hope Arizona start doing bad. St. Louis, Miami, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and DC start doing bad. You got to hope. So basically, you need a lot of help. There's a chance. A slim chance, but it's just like that, a slim chance for real, man. But I will say this: even though since this trade deadline, the New York Mets have been playing damn good baseball. I would say that. Have been playing good with baseball, but them losing yesterday to San Diego Padres kind of hurt them. It really did. I mean, even though they almost won that game, honestly, for real, but Fernando Tatis, that mother, Rob Francisco Lindor of a grand slam. I gotta say that was one hell of a catch. That really was one hell of a catch. Fernando Tatis, one hell of a catch. He had one hell of a game. He's been quiet all season. He just happened to pick that particular freaking game. To wake the hell up, for real, mother effer. But still, man, for real. Now I'll say this though, I'm a fan of baseball. That was one hell of a catch. Yes, last night. That was really was one hell of a damn catch. That really was a brilliant catch, honestly. And I have to give it to him. That really was one hell of a catch, man, for real. I mean, if he didn't make that catch, man, Mets would have won that game. But Mets for the rest of the way have got to play well if they really want to make the playoffs. They have a slim chance for real. They want to make the playoffs for real. Oh yeah, before I close out, I want to give my review basically of Madden, the new Madden. I know a lot of people didn't like that catch me thing, that green light catch. You can actually turn that off in the beginning of the game. And go back to the old ways, which me personally, I like that. That's why I do a lot like that. I'm old school. I know y'all want to laugh, make fun of me, go right ahead. But that's something I really did. Excuse me. Also, I like the TV presentation, everything. 'Cause I played the franchise mode. They really did severely upgrade the franchise mode. They really did. They did a damn good job with the franchise mode. I like the controls and everything. Even though I would say this, the graphics are the same graphics every year in year out. I would say it really is. But you did do, I said, a damn good job with the presentation, the whole 9 yards. That I would say, a damn good job. I find the controls fluid, and really good, and really good. I like the progression and whatnot of I built myself my own player like a coach whatever. I like that progression and everything. It really is so far. I got the franchise mode. Because I play a franchise mode basically. They did a damn good job. Even like the franchise mode, they did do a damn good job. I would say for real, honestly, for real, that I would say. But I'll be honest with you, if you want to buy this game, I'll wait till the price drops a little bit and then buy it. But for those of you who buy it for real, because there are other games that's coming out that I know everybody want to get it because it's gonna be next couple of weeks, man. It'll be damn good month video games, man, for real. If you want to wait, I don't blame you for waiting, for real. Honestly, man, especially in a couple of weeks, the NBA 2K27 coming out. I mean, damn. Next couple of weeks, man, for real, man. But I know this, man, for real. I know this, once November hits, ain't nobody playing any of the games. You know what come out in November. You see a lot of people don't care, and they're still getting Grand Theft Auto 6, which I understand why. I understand why, for real. People still can get those. Also, I want to go into basically, a lot of people are mad that Sony is ending physical discs, basically, in the video games, all digital come 2028. Again, I'm mad, but I understand why they're doing it. I'm mad, but I understand why they're doing it, for real. Business-wise, I understand it costs money to make video games, and we add to that cost of physical sales, which means of the discs being made and everything. I go to a separate company, make this disc, make that disc, and everything. I go to a separate company to get this, and that price going up. And you want to make sure you receive a return on that money you made. And basically, I got supposed to put this. It's kind of like a movie. It's kind of like movies basically. If I made a movie and the movie budget was $300 million, I need to make sure that movie's gonna gross well over $300 million for real. That includes sales, that includes the sales, basically DVD, Blu-rays, everything. That includes actually being made. It costs money. I would say it does cost money to make that physical disc. It does. And basically when you got more people, basically because of COVID, I'll say this, are really going digital and not buying that many physical copies. Basically, I would say yeah. Basically, you're not seeing that much return on that money. So you say, screw this. I might just go to digital. But I will say this though, since you're going digital, the price of video games become digital should drop. In my personal belief, should drop, and also basically, we should be able to own the game, own that game if you're buying the full price on digital. And if you can't own it, and we're still renting it, like it says in terms of agreements, which nobody reads, which I happened to one day to sat there. It took me freaking 3 hours, but I read the shit, basically. Then we should pay a renter's price for real. I'm saying that's my take on it. In a way, I don't blame people for doing what they did on the PlayStation State of Play, how they went and posted whatnot. Went and attacked Sony for ending physical copies on 2028. I don't blame them, even though I think it sucks for the people. I think it sucks basically whatever, because here's why I say this on this end. But maybe the people who wanted to show you Phantom Blade, which looks like it's gonna be a damn good game, but it was overshadowed basically when because people were basically saying screw Sony, hey. But the way I don't blame them. I'm just giving my honest opinion on that for real. Take it like it how you will, man, for real. Hey, thank you for my podcast February Get Podcast on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, most iHeartRadio. I'm live. I'm on Twitch account, Sean Green 8, all one word. I'm also live on my YouTube channel, Sean Green Show. Look at like, subscribe for more videos. Have a blessed day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, man, for real. It was hot outside. Stay nice and cool, all right? Trust me, I'm going to shave. I know I need to get a haircut. I'm looking wild again. Trust me, I'm going to shave. All right? I'm going to shave, for real. Have a blessed day, y'all.